What's good? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a Western Conference prediction. We're gonna talk about the Houston Rockets and the Dallas Mavericks. Now, this is a tricky series because Houston Rockets are basically a shell of themselves. They won 56 games, but they just been injured. Like Patrick Beverly, Monty Eunice, KJ McDaniels just got injured. Like Dwight Howard just coming back and he just now getting healthy. This series is really a series that I can see an upset. Honestly, I think Dallas Mavericks can beat the Houston Rockets in 7 games. I think they will, honestly, because James Harden just gonna have to do so much because of the injuries. And I think this is not a good season for the Houston Rockets. They finished number 2 in the West. I think James Harden has played the best. I think James Harden is MVP this year, but that's all he gonna get. He didn't get the scoring title, but he might get MVP because he got the Rockets to the number 2 seed in the West. But I honestly don't think they gonna win the series because of the injuries. Monty Eunice is a huge part. Patrick Beverly is a huge part of their team. KJ McDaniels is another person just in case Trevor Ariza or Corey Brewer get injured or need some rest. He's injured. And I honestly don't think this team going to be healthy enough to compete with the healthy Dallas Mavericks. And we already know Rajon Rondo gonna step up. We know Dirk Nowitzki gonna step up in the playoffs. We know Monte Ellis gonna want to prove something and want to prove and get his money in the free agency. Same with Rondo. He gonna want to get his money in the free agency, so he gonna want to play out his mind, so that way he can get some money. So I just think the Dallas Mavericks gonna upset the Houston Rockets just because the Houston Rockets ain't healthy, and I think Rondo and Monte Ellis want to prove something before they free agents. They had inconsistent seasons, and I think they're gonna really want to go out there and play hard and prove something. And I think Rick Carlisle is just a better coach. He just gonna pick apart Houston. They rely a lot on James Harden, and if you can put a decent defender on James Harden like Al-Farouq Aminu or something and keep him out of the paint and don't foul him as much, I think Dallas has a good winning chance of winning this series. I know I want to see the Houston Rockets get out of the first round. I want to see James Harden, Dwight Howard advance in the playoffs together. Like I said, they almost did it last year, but they got hit by Damian Lillard. But I think Houston not gonna win this series just because of injuries and just because James Harden just has to do too much. And like you seen in the Portland series, when they just zone and play hard on James Harden, it's just hard for him to be consistent. And you seen them struggle in the first 2 playoff series last year and the one in OKC. James Harden just has to work too hard to score for the Houston Rockets to win. And James Harden field goal percentage went from 46 to 42% since the All-Star break. So he been shooting a whole lot worse since the All-Star break. He been struggling and he's been inconsistent offensively. The thing that been saving him is his free throw attempts. So I honestly think that the Dallas Mavericks going to upset the Houston Rockets just because of injuries and just because they rely too much on James Harden. If Dwight Howard can come back and get at least 6 post touches and at least get 20 points, I like the chances of the Houston Rockets winning this series. But if the Houston Rockets gonna win this series, Corey Brewer gonna have to step up. Josh Smith is gonna have to step up, and Trevor Ariza gonna have to at least get 15. Josh Smith gonna have to get at least 12 off the bench. Corey Brewer gonna have to at least get 12 off the bench if this team wants to compete, because we know Dallas Mavericks can play. We know they can score. They've been inconsistent, but Rick Carlisle, Dirk Nowitzki gonna step up, Monte Ellis gonna step up, and Chandler Parsons been injured and inconsistent, but he's gonna be ready for the playoffs. So I think Dallas got a lot of shit to prove, and I think they're gonna prove it in the Houston series that they ready to play. And they're not scared of the Houston Rockets. I think the Houston Rockets gonna play hard. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to check out my older videos. And the next videos that's gonna come up is the Clippers versus the San Antonio Spurs.